And what I'm going to do is just unmute my friend and my business partner, Clifford. You are live, brother. Okay. So guys, can we just flood the chat? Can we just welcome Clifford to the chat? Can we just show him how much we do appreciate him? For those that know him, I know some people are quite new to the business, so you guys will get to hear from this individual. So this is Cliff Chikona, a superstar, a mentor of mentors, a coach of coaches. You listen, we can list all the names, okay? So guys, let's just show him some welcome. If we can just put some fires in the chat. And also what I want you guys to do is that as he's speaking, take some videos, post them on your social media, post them on a group. Let's tag him as well. His Instagram is on the screen, okay? So Mr. Clifford, my brother from another mother, if you're on the call, let's go, brother. Feel free.
I'm just looking at the pictures that you put up, bro. Like you always showing stuff, bro. Like amazing. Wow, John. Your team, the love, guys. This is amazing. And if you already know me, you know that I always start talking from this energy, and then it moves from this energy to that energy. So I hope that you guys are super excited for today's call. What we are gonna do first of all is to let me just say hi to John. John, I hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much, brother. First of all, I just want to say that for the past few days, we have been going back to back talking about how we've not been even talking about ourselves. That is a beautiful part, like we've just been talking back to back on how to help people. And that is a kind of, a person that I know that you are always thinking about how to help someone, and God bless you for that. Guys, my name is Cliff. Cliff Chikona, but it's Clifford Chikona, but someone said that Clifford Chikona is weird. So I'm just going to go with a Cliff on this call. Guys, look, I can go on and on and on and tell you more about myself, but I'm sure since you guys started this meeting, you have been, going back to back. And I'm not going to take much of your time. If you want to know more about me, look, you can follow me on Instagram as John is saying, or you can Google me. Google at least will bring up some information about myself, a little bit, my story, some few articles, got some stories about me and all of that. So you can do that as well. I just really want to just focus on what I want to bring to you guys today. And then we will take it out from there. Yeah, so guys, if you have your pen, if you have your book, just drop some number ones in the chat. Let me know that you are ready. You are ready, and then we take it out from there. Okay. All right. So, John, can you help me so that I can be able to share my screen? I want to bring my whiteboard on. So help me to bring my whiteboard on because I normally like doing that. Okay,
absolutely. Cool. You're good to go.
Let me bring my whiteboard on. Cool. Can you guys see my white screen?
Yes,
John,
sir.
is it clear? Okay, cool. All right, then. So why should you listen to me? I'm sure that, out of respect, everybody's expecting John to edify me when he brings me on a call, but all the things that he is saying, how does that affect you? How does that help you to be able to get anything out of that edification? And there is a saying that in order for you to listen to someone, you need to know who they are, and that is why he does what he does in that way. I want to start off by saying that, what do I know? For starters, I know how to lose because I have been trading since 2012 and I have experience in losing. For starters, I also know how to bounce back. I have experience in myself because I've learned about myself. I've gotten to realize at a point in my life in trading where I've cried before, of course, for the whole from 2012 to 2022, are you telling me that throughout that experience, I never encountered a moment of, should I quit or should I keep on going? So my journey has not always, or was not always, sunshine and rainbows. And the truth of the matter is, if there is one thing somebody will ask me, Cliff, why trading? Why trading? If it gave you that, feeling, that TS days, those times that you felt like giving up, why did you keep on going? I will tell you one thing, and please write this down, that your trading life, Okay, your trading life and your actual life, they mirror each other. So you know what is funny? When you come on my whiteboard, it's blue. When you come on John's whiteboard, it's green. This guy likes money, y'all. Like, like the color is green. That is money. Okay, cool. So your trading life and your actual life, they mirror each other. What that means is that whenever you are not feeling good, it will affect your trading life. Okay, and whenever you are also feeling good, it will affect your trading life. Your trading life messes you up, it will affect your actual life. How many of you guys on this call right now, you know, that have been trading already, got some crazy, you know, encounter in the market and you started putting on people in your life? Like, they are not trading, you are the one trading, but then you, let's say gold messed you up and you were so angry that you had to put it on someone that you love. Okay, that is what it means by your trading life and your actual life, they mirror each other. Now, when I understood that, this is what happened. And I got to realize that, wait, the more I keep on trading, the more I will become better. The more the more I'm becoming better, the more I'm becoming a good trader. So when I understood that, I didn't separate trading life from my actual life. Now, that is what we need to start from. So why trading? That is one of the reasons why, is because the more you trade, the more you become better as a person. So you will find out that if you listen to the life of, you know, Warren Buffett, he has a certain mindset that a lot of leaders learn from. Why? Because he thinks well. Okay, he looks at the opportunity in different ways. Now, that is one of them. Number two is why trading. There is a saying that if you decide to trade, you don't have a boss. True. You don't have another individual as your boss, but you become your own boss. What does that mean? It means that you need to be disciplined for yourself. You need to be consistent for yourself. Like, you need to be your own boss. But it doesn't mean you take only vacation. It means you gotta work sometimes as well. And that's some of the days that you're becoming boss. So why trading? Also because you can make decisions at some times and you can take advantage of the market in a way that your 9 to 5 cannot give you that opportunity. That's the truth. Is trading the only thing I do now? Yes. But I am also a pharmacist. Okay. But then the reason why I decided to do this full time is because of what I can do through it. So through my life, I started trading in 2012. During 2012, what happened was a friend of mine approached me and said, Cliff, have you ever heard about trading? I said, what is that? He said, MT4. I said, what is MT4? He didn't even know what he was saying. So when he said MT4, I said, okay. So I downloaded the MetaTrader at that time. And when I did, when you download MetaTrader for the first time, it gives you MetaQuote demo. So true story, I thought the demo account was a real account that was going to give me, you know, money if I make money on top of it. I didn't know that it was actually a full demo account. So I kept on using the MetaQuote demo, and I got to realize that it is not going to give me anything until I create an actual account with a broker and then connect that to the MetaTrader. That was how ignorant I was. But then, long story short, I kept on going. I created my own broker account. And then one time I woke up and the broker account that I've been able to build my account on, unfortunately, got closed. It collapsed. So life happened, basically. That's what I mean. Life happened. Now, out of all this, I got to a point where I had people coming to me saying, Cliff, we want you to help us because we know that you have been trading. But then I said, no, I cannot help you because the truth is I'm not making the amount of money that I'm happy with to even teach you. So that was around 2014, 2015, thereabout. I was making something, but I was only making blues. I wasn't making any withdrawals I can pay off my debt or even help me at some point to say I'm free. So what happened was I said, you know what? If all these people need this information, so be it. So I had almost around 200 people coming into my space saying, hey, Cliff, we want you to be able to teach us how to trade. So I started helping them. I started doing what I can do here and there. But I didn't know that I was being prepared for something. I didn't know that all this teaching people and, you know, trying to show them how to trade was going to lead to something. Long story short, I taught these people. It wasn't from any, you know, any payment or whatever. They didn't pay me. They didn't have that, you know. And then it got to a point whereby I started getting approached by companies here and there, you know. So before I came into Nexarise, obviously I was working with another company, but I will not disclose that for some reason. But then I was working with this company. I was mentoring, you know, people in across different globe. Now, there is one thing I came to conclusion to understand about this industry and about trading. And that is why I put my whiteboard. I didn't put my whiteboard to talk about myself. I want to show you something. You see, the reason why it is very important for you to have a mentor is this, is that you may ask me, Cliff, does trading work? Cliff, am I ever going to be able to get the results that I'm looking for? Cliff, is it possible that I can be able to make money consistently? These questions keep on coming out into your head. Now, I want to tell you something. That if you would have asked me this question, let's say 5 years ago, my answer would have been an answer I wouldn't have been sure of. You know, I was talking to John, I think yesterday, and I was showing him my account about how, you know, there was some losses and some profit, but the overall profit was huge. And I said, John, you see that. What you can see right here is a mindset, you know, and this mindset, how do I carry this mindset and teach the average person to do the same? No, how do I give you a strategy? How do I give you the mindset to do the same? So first things first, anytime that you think about trading, this is what I want you to write. The first thing I want you to write is you. Number one, you. Number two, the market. Okay, number one, you. Number two, the market. Let's stick with these two things. You and then the market. Every single time you will find yourself learning, you are learning these two things. Let me explain. How can the average person become a trader? The key word there is transformation. I'm going to shorten it and make it trans, okay? But transformation. So you and the market, the only way that you can become a trader is by you getting transformed. What do I mean? What is the difference between a soldier and a civilian? Can somebody tell me? Anyway, by the way, guys, as you can see, the way I started, I just want to say where I'm going because that is how I am. My energy grows. So right now, I want you guys to be communicating with me. I'm not even going through the participants to know who is on this call because I know there might be some people I may know. And if I look at their name out of respect, I might deem my energy. So I don't even want to know who is on this call. I just want to take the energy to the next level. So what is the difference between a soldier and then a civilian? I want you to tell me. I need a couple of answers right now. I don't need just one. I don't need just two. All right, I just need two. Civilian in the trenches. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So tell me, the soldier has been trained. Thank you so much. Has been trained. Okay. Now, so tell me, if you put a cloth, if you put a soldier's uniform on, let's say me, do I become a soldier? Nope, you don't become a soldier. What happens? I am only just wearing a soldier's uniform. That's it. I am not a soldier. I am only wearing a uniform that belongs to a soldier. What does that mean? It means that in order for you to become a soldier, we need to take your mind through a transformation process that at the end of the day, when we look at you, we say that you are a soldier. That means you can come on this call and I can give you a soldier's lecture, but you will never become a soldier. Is that true? That means you can come on this call and I can even bring one of the most lieutenant that has fought war in, let's say, Iraq. He will come and give you what makes a soldier via Zoom. Can you become a soldier without education? Can you become a soldier just without information? No, you can't. So John can bring me on this call as an educator. John can bring me on this call as a trader who wants to give you an information about traders, but that will not make you a trader. It is my job to be able to take you through what I call the transformation process of a trader to switch this mind from a civilian mindset, in other words, to a trader's mindset. It is real. That is why people go to the medical school, and then after 7 years, we say, now you are a doctor. What changed? What changed? Did the face of the person change? Did the hands on the feet of the person change? No, the person went through a series of experiences that makes the person now understand how the body works. So you will normally find me all the time talking about psychology and management. People will be like, oh, Cliff, that is all you talk about. Because out of my experience in this game for 10 years, out of all the people I've mentored, those who taught, They knew everything as a Cliff. All you talk about is psychology and management. We want supply and demand. We want support and resistance. They went 3 years later, they came back and said, Cliff, you were right. What happened? Because I was losing money, guys. I was losing so much. So I had an uncle who gave me $8,000 during the time I started because I thought I have cracked the COVID strategy. I blew that money in the same day. I had a good strategy though. Don't get me wrong, I had a good strategy, but I blew an account in the same day, $8,000. And I told myself, Cliff, I have learned how to use each month cloud. I have learned how to use support and resistance with Fibonacci retracement and trend lines. I have learned every strategy you can think of, teacup, whatever strategy, because I have worked with so many people, but yet the results was not changing. And I came into one conclusion: psychology. Psychology. And I said, Cliff, how can I take a person who is just an average businessman? When I say average business, I'm not talking about money now. I'm talking about somebody who just only buy and sell things, grocery store, cafe, whatever. How do I take this person from here to this area as a trader and I crack the code? I don't care if you believe it or not, but I cracked the code. At that time, people didn't believe it, and I cracked the code. And I said, because psychology and management has been the conversation that people don't talk about, it has become like outdated. People think that no matter how technology is evolving, right, we still have to go to the military ground to train people, correct? No matter how technology is evolving, you cannot say, hey, I will use technology to make you a soldier. No, you need to wake up at a certain time every single morning to lay your bed, to get up. Soldiers get up the same time every single day. They are practicing punctuality because a soldier needs to be on time. Guys, what I'm telling you right now, it's not the information to give you to go confuse yourself. I said, I will pick you up by the grace of God, and I will transform you from an average person to a trader's mindset. I don't care if you believe this or not. Just listen to me for 6 months and do exactly what I tell you to do. Why am I saying this? How does it work? I'm going to give you an example right now. Hold on for a second. Let me show you something right now. And I want every single person on this call to participate. I'm going to open the chat round. I'm going to show you something. I want every single person on this call. I want you to participate. This is how I want you to do it. I want you to message me directly right now from the chat. You know, when you go there, select my name, Cliff, and message me directly. Let's say this is, I want all the answers I could get. Some of you guys will get it right. Some of you guys will get it wrong, but it is fine. It's not about who is smart and who is not. I want to show you something. I want you to message me back through the chat. So I'm going to open my chat right now. I'm going to see who's there. So you would choose Cliff. All right. Where's my name? Cool. You would choose Cliff and you will do this test. Let's say this is a coin. Okay. This is the top side and this is the back side. So the hairs and then tails. Hairs and then tails. I flip this coin right now, I get hairs. I flip this coin right now, I get tails. I flip this coin right now, I get hairs. What is the next one going to be? I want to see who is smart on this call. Message me only. Don't put it on to everyone because I don't want you to think, oh, they're going to think that I didn't get a question right. You don't have to. Give me the answer. Come on, people. I just want to know. I just want to feel energy. I'm just doing a quick test to show you something right now. I want to show you something right now. Select me only. Select me only. And give me some names. Give me, I want to see who is smart. 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 Now, perfect. I have amount of answers I have so many answers in the chat right now. And I want to prove to you something. Any one of you who went with 50-50, don't put anything in the chat again. Any one of you who went with heads, I want you to say heads to yourself. Say head. Say, I am the head. Any of you who went with the tails, to yourself, say, I am the tail. I want to show you something. If you went with either head or either tail, instantly that should tell me that you have a gambler's mindset. So now I have been able to know what your problem would be long-term in this industry. Even if I give you a strategy, you will gamble because I don't know if it's going to be head or tail. It's a 50-50 chance. I call that the gambler's fallacy test. So you see now, You have so many people out there saying, all I need is a strategy. No. All you need is a mentor who will take you through a process of transformation. So right now you are going like, so this is how you're going to trade. Okay, yesterday GJ was a buy. The next day it was a buy. Even though you are seeing a buy again, your mind is telling you to sell. Your mind is going to let you gamble whether you like it or not. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Don't blame yourself. It is your mind. Now keep this analogy in your mind. This is not me expressing opinion. This is from time to time again. This shows you those who have a gambler's fallacy mindset. No matter the strategy you put in your mind or in their head, they will gamble eventually. So as a mentor, I need to be able to know all those who have this mindset, and I take you through a transformation system to take that away from your mind. You're going to ask yourself, how are you going to do that? That is my job. Now, I want to show you something. Guys, already, if you're enjoying this session, now drop some ones in the chat. At least I told myself that I'm coming on this call and y'all not living the same way again. I told myself that if anyone on this call, you are not living the same way again. I don't care what you think about me. So listen, I want to show you something right now. Look, let's say at this moment right here, yeah, I'm gonna show you something right now. I'm gonna show you something. Don't feel bad about the test I just did for you, because I have a solution. The remedy is there. Okay, the remedy is there, so it's good news. So when I came in the beginning, I saw only 3 people putting number ones in the chat. Now we got 12 people going. Okay, let's go. So at the end of the day, I can see you guys are not getting this now. So you see, I can come on and give you my strategy. In fact, I have an automated strategy. If I give it to you, it will still not make you money. That is the truth. However, allow me, allow the academy, allow us to take you through the transformation process. Okay, now I want to show you something right now. Let me show you. Let me ask you guys a question right now. Have you ever realized that every single time somebody can show you that, hey, Cliff, look into the clouds, and you go like, okay, and I would tell, oh, can you see that puppy head? Can you see, because I'm sitting outside, so forgive me if I'm just making that reaction. So, hey, Cliff, can you see the rectangle shape in the clouds? Hey, Cliff, can you see that? And have you guys ever been there? And the person will be like, no, I cannot see it. And be like, oh my God, can you not see it? Look, there is a puppy head. I don't know, maybe when we're young, right? I don't know if you guys have been there. But then it's like, look at that, there is a triangle shape. And the person is like, I cannot see it. It's because that person cannot see fractals in nature. They can't. So now, if your mind cannot see these things, if I now take you to a smaller time frame and I tell you to look for a pattern, this is how it will look for you. And there is no way your mind will see it. But there are people who will come directly and say, oh, shoot, there is a triangle here. How did they see that? Their mindset saw that. So now, if I push the person that their mindset cannot be able to see shapes in nature to a smaller time frame, all that I'm doing is I'm wasting the person's time, because that person will go through trading days for a year, 2 years, and feel like, oh my God, I'm never going to know how to trade. And their problem may be as little as not being able to see shapes in nature. Not being able to see shapes in nature. So as a mentor, what do? I need to put you in a time frame that your mind can see. So now you will see that the moment that you go to the bigger time frame, you will definitely see this. So if I tell you higher high, lower low, you say, oh, Cliff, there it is, there it is, there it is. And there are people who can see those shapes in the smaller time frame. It doesn't matter, they can see it. They call them the likes like Nesto Pippin, binary options. They go on a smaller time frame. They like playing games. Those guys like playing PlayStation. Those guys are creative, not like you are not. That's not the point. The point is fixing what you don't have and position yourself to what you can get. Guys, are you getting this right now? Are you now seeing that it's not just about a strategy? Your mentor needs to know how you think. Your mentor needs to be able to know that, okay, listen, from the way you are learning things, you have a fractal problem. So stay with the higher time frame. Now you're going to ask me, Cliff, how are you going to do that? Every single person that follow me in Risen knows that the first thing that you come on Risen, I tell you to do is what? Self-assessment. 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 Is it part of trading? Definitely. The first thing you need to learn, you remember when I started this session, I said there are 2 things that you need to learn, you and then the market. You and then the markets. The more you know yourself, the more you can take advantage of the market. You know why? Because the markets know more like you. The market knows a lot of people more like you, because 90% of retail traders lose their money in 90 days. Why do you think it's like that? Because the market knows people. I want to put something on my screen. I want to show you something. Before I bring that on the screen, I want you guys to drop some number ones in the chat if you are, because I don't want to, because I've stopped sharing my screen. I know my face will pop up, and I'm a very shy type of a person. Forget about all the energy that I'm bringing. I'm a very shy type. So I just want you to know that the more you are focusing on putting number one in the chat, you don't look at me. Okay, so I want to show you something. Okay, I want to show you something right now. Where you go. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you something. Some of you may have seen this before on my Instagram, but I want to explain well today for you guys to understand very, very well. Okay. Okay, there you go. Can you guys see my screen one more time again? Perfect. Okay. I want to try to see if I can be able to. Okay, let's do it this way. That'll be perfect. Okay, this is perfect. Now, this is what we call the Wall Street cheat sheet. So people tell me, Cliff, why do you like psychology a lot? Why do you even want to start changing the movement from strategies to automated systems to psychology? Because guys, my goal is that at the end of the day, you can put this knowledge in your kid, in your nephew, in your friend, and they can be able to not worry. Like they can wake up one day and say, you know what, if I could get $50 in my account, I will survive by the grace of God. You want to be able to make sure you have given that hope to someone. And the only way you can do that is when you understand the psychology of a market cycle. In the beginning, and I'm going to show you something right now, that in the beginning, every single decision starts with disbelief. Disbelief. What if it doesn't go there? You may not admit this, but somebody have asked himself before, what if it doesn't go there? It may sound like a genuine, protective mechanism question, like, what if, but then there are people who don't think about that. The first stage of a market cycle is disbelief. This rally will feel like the others, because the person that doesn't believe, don't blame them. They have a track record of why they are saying that. They have a reason. They have invested probably even before that I did this, it didn't work. So don't insult them. Don't say they have a chicken mindset if they don't believe. It is normal. And then it goes up a little bit, and then you will see hope. They have to not put their money in there yet, but they hope. It's maybe it might go the way it's looking like. And then it gets to a stage where we call that the rally is real stage. They become optimistic. Wow, man, this rally looks real. Then they start to believe. But look at the gap between the disbelief and the belief. You see, the rally is almost over. You see that? The rally is almost over. But all these things, they are emotions. They are psychological things. What is a psychology? What is a psychology? Psychology comprises of your belief system, the way your mindset is, all right, your behavior, your characteristics. That means it is not formed by going on a call. It's not formed by the conversation you had with your auntie or your uncle. It's formed from your experiences. The heartbreak days, the happy days, those experiences is how your psychology is formed. The environment. I was telling people this, I think on my Instagram again, I was also having a conversation with a client yesterday. And I said, look, I came from a family that the only time I love food, but I don't eat much. So when I was young, you will find me that I want fried rice with chicken. I'm an original Ghanaian boy. I was born in Ghana, before we started going around wherever we're going. But then from where I was coming from in Ghana, my household, If you want fried rice and chicken, you are saying, I want the rich people food. You only get that when you are sick. Like when you're not feeling well, it's when you only get that. So what happened was, anytime that I was not feeling well is the time that I would get this food. So it formed a pattern in my mind that it started making me always make my story sad. So if I want the fried rice and chicken, I will pretend I'm not feeling well. What do? Oh, my head is aching me. Junior, even when I'm fine, I'm like, are you okay? No, I don't know. It's like my stomach. Because I want the fried rice and chicken. It created a paradigm in me that made me started always making my story sad. So I will meet a businessman. Instead of me presenting an opportunity, I make my story sad. How are you doing? I'm not feeling well today. You want the businessman to feel some sympathy for you, to give you money, instead of you working for it, making your story sad. But this was formed in me because of the way I grew up. That was my mindset. So you can present to me the best opportunity in the world, but that is not how I get things. I get things by making my story sad. But this is what we don't know. That not making your story sad is how you actually change your life. Please write this down. That not making my story sad is how I change my life. You should write this down. This is not Forex, but you should write this down. That not making my story sad is how I change my life. Before I will talk about this deeper, I want to tell you, see now guys, there is a way I speak. Now I'm coming down because it's serious game time. Listen to this. We live in a world where it doesn't matter if you cry or you are happy. None of that changes anything. It's who is willing to follow systems. This is one of the things that I've done all my life. Look, if John will permit me, John, if you will permit me, all right, let me know in the chat. I will share my screen when the call is about to end. And I want to show people my account history, okay? To just show, thank you very much. I have John's permission. I want to show you the reality of trading, okay? I will show you something. Now, what you see over here, people who don't believe, literally, really, they don't believe because they have experience. If you meet a girl who says, hey, I'm not going to date a Ghana boy again or a Ghana man, it's because he has experience in Ghana men. Probably Ghana men don't, you know, they are going to lie, maybe. I'm not saying we do that. In fact, we are one of the most faithful men you can find in this world, Ghana men. But what I'm basically just saying is that due to that experience that the person has, okay, okay, I see Leo laughing right there. But what I'm basically just trying to say is that due to that person's experience, you cannot take that experience away from that person. He or she still have to believe that, okay? So now let's disbelieve, very normal. Hope, very normal. Optimism, very normal. Believe, but you're believing late. It's dangerous now. You are thrilled. You are being thrilled late. Right now, I'm sure John is showing you guys the A game. Some of you guys will believe, yeah, the time that people have started hitting, you know, regional directors and everything, you are not believing. And maybe at that time, it's Christmas time, people have to go and rest. And then you are like, oh, the company doesn't work. Just because people are going on a break, it works. You just came in at the wrong time. And that is how you might trade if you're not careful. So check this out. You got into the move late and then it started dropping. But when it came here, you became complacent. You're like, oh, what if it goes back again? And the market is going to show you that. You see that? You see why psychology is important? The market will always show you who you are. So if you disbelieve, it's not because the market really won't go there. It's showing you that. Look at that. It came here and then it came down. Does the person not believing is stupid? No, they are smart because they have seen it coming down. So the market will always show you disbelief. The market will always show you hope, but the hope will come down now. Now you are angry. You become optimistic here. All right. Then say this rally is real. But because you have learned how to trade and you know where to put stop losses, you won't put it here because you know it's far. You will say, I want to wait for it to pull back. Then you will wait. But then you will not still be able to make money because before you can realize it's coming back down, now you are anxious. Have any of you got into the market before being anxious? Definitely. Why am I getting margin calls? Your broker is calling you. This dip is taking longer than expected. Close your trade. You're like, no. It will come back because Clifford Chikona was the one who sent the trade in reason. So it's going to pull back and you are in and it's dropping on you 500 PTS. And now you are panicking. In fact, you are angry at me. Just because I gave you a trade, it hit an SL, or you removed it and now you are angry. So I even posted a reel on my Instagram. You don't even want to see it because you're mad at me for sending the trade, right? Like, I didn't do anything. You just were denial. Then you are now panicking because probably you borrowed the money, okay? Or whoever convinced you to borrow it, told you to borrow it. Now you are angry. Who shorted the market? Why did the government allow this to happen? Why did I even join a Rise Academy? Why did I even follow Cliff, right? Why did I even follow Cliff? Now you are depressed. You don't want to talk to anybody again. And then it comes back to disbelief. You don't, so now you know why you didn't believe here now? Because you have experience here. That is why you didn't believe. But the moment you start not believing again, it starts going up again. How do I help you for you to be able to not go through this? Because these emotions will come anyways. But how do I help you to go through this? That is why me and John were talking back to back. We are putting up so many serious measures, you know, to be able to see how we can help people, you know, in his team and across, you know, the whole team of Arise Academy to be able to help students to be transformed. Now I'm going to go back to my white sheet now again. The markets and then you. The first thing that you start with is you, because the markets is not complicated. You are. Listen to this. The market is not complicated. You are. If the market is moving, it's moving. If it's not moving, it's not moving. But you can be complicated. Marriage is not complicated. We are. And as a result of our complications, we make marriage like that. So one of the things that we need to be able to understand, oh, by the way, guys, I know I newly got married. So when I say marriage is it's not complicated, I don't think that I'm going through anything. By the grace of God, everything is fine. I just need to put that there. Oh man, Cliff is already sad. I'm not sad. I'm very happy by the grace of God. I'm just using marriage as an example because it involves two parties. Okay, very important. You understand that. So what I basically just want, let me correct myself before, you know, I get into trouble. So one thing that you need to understand is that the market and you are the two things that you need to go through to become a trader. Now, how long does it take for you to become a trader? Because when a soldier goes to the military ground, it takes time, okay? And after that period of time, that the leader can tell that you are not going to get well because of the way your mindset still is. So how then do you know that a trader is going to get well? The first thing that a trader is supposed to be able to eliminate, the few things that you can try is this, is that at the end of your journey, these are the things you need to have to be able to have a strategy in your hand. Number one, patience. At the end of your transformation period, I need to be able to put in you patience attitude of a trader. A patience attitude of a trader. You need to have this in you. It's a trait you need to have. You need to have this, a patient. Now, what I'm saying right now is like a recipe, okay? It's like the recipe. The things you need to make, let's say, jollof, okay? You need that. If you don't have those things, the jollof won't come out, okay? I know Nigerians go ahead being creative, not getting all the recipes, so their jollof tastes some way, but we Ghanaians, we are very disciplined, so we go as that far, we go as that far to get the right recipe for the jollof, okay? So jollof, okay? So you need trading to be patient. Look, guys, you won't get me. I'm not going into the chart. What I said right now can put me into trouble. So I'm not going into the chart. I'm not going to look at what is there. I don't want to trouble. So the first thing you need is patience, okay? Patience, not as in waiting, the attitude in which you wait, okay? Because the thing we want to create for you as a trader is your belief system, your attitude, and your characteristics. Very important. So the first thing is patience. Number two, discipline. Now, discipline is a weird one. I want to show you that. Patience is the attitude in which you wait. So you can say, hey, I'm waiting for the food. But if you get up and you are shouting and screaming, that is not patience. That is you just waiting in anger. It's not patience, okay? Okay, I just saw the comment. I knew they were going to attack me. But then patience, okay? Then discipline. So discipline, now I want to show you something. If it took you a level of discipline to make $100, it would take you more than that discipline to make 10,000. It would take you another discipline to make 1 million. Okay. What am I trying to say is that discipline changes. Okay, it changes stages to stages. So you may be waking up, let's say 5 a.m. now because you only run 100-meter square company. But if you now have a whole lot of company with you, you may wake up different time because the discipline has to change, right? So first of all, patience. It is very important. You need to have this. Discipline. All right. Mental toughness. Now, this one, the experience will create that for you automatically. All right. Forward thinking. Forward thinking. Okay. Forward thinking. To be a forward thinker. So patience, discipline, mental toughness, forward thinking. Okay, let's stick with this one for a while because there are a couple of ones, but I want to stick with this for a while. Now, during the process, this is what's going to happen. You will come in. I'm going to give you the blueprints and I'm done. And if you have any questions, we'll take it out from there. The first thing you need to understand is that as a trader, you want your mindset to be right. What is a trader's mindset? It's a winning mindset. Okay, a trader's mindset is a winning mindset. Thank you so much, John. A trader's mindset is a winning mindset. What is a winning mindset? A winning mindset is someone who knows no matter what happens, I will still win. Okay, so the first thing we do is we need this mindset to put a strategy in there. Why? Why do we need this mindset to put a strategy in there? Simple. Let me show you. Let's say you are back testing a strategy. Week number 1, week number 2, week number 3, and then week number 4. You took 5 trades. Okay. Okay, you took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You took 5 trades every single week. So week 1, loss, win, break even, win, win. Okay, loss, loss, win, win, win. Break even, win, win, loss. And then loss, win, 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 win. So at the end of it all, here you had how many wins? 3. Here you had how many wins? 3. Here you had how many wins? 2. Here you had how many wins? 4. So in all, you had 1, 2, 6, 8, 12. 12 wins is what you had. How many break evens? You had 1, 2, 3. 3 break evens. Okay. How many losses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses. Okay. So in all, 20 trades were taken in that period of months. Now I want you to take this picture here. Just keep this in mind because I want to show you something. So you had 12 wins, 3 break evens, and 5 losses. This was your back testing. Now, every one of these weeks came with its own emotions. Every one of this week came with its own emotions. So this is what it means. It means this. This is the first month has passed. This is the second month, okay? Month number 2. Okay, so week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay, so break even, loss, break even, win. Stay with me. The average trader will be angry. Why? Because they had 2 break evens, 1 stop loss, another break even, and then 1 win for the first week. But they forget that it is not about what happened in the first week. It is not what happens in the second week. It is your overall consistency is how portfolio grows. So win, win, win. Okay? Win, loss. Loss, loss, win, win, win. Loss, win, 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 win. Now, how many break even? 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 losses. Does this look like the first month? If you understand what I'm saying, drop some number 1s in the chat. Do you get this now? Same 3 break evens, 12 wins, 5 losses. Same thing. Nothing changed. However, your emotions may not be able to go through this journey without the right mindset. So your first month, you had pretty much a very good start. The second month, the same overall results was the same thing, but then it wasn't the same way. So it didn't come the same week. It probably didn't come the same third week, not the same way, but at the end of the day, you got the same results. So this is why it is important that while you are trying to get these results in the markets, you also need to study the you part. So guys, this can happen. Break evens, losses, wins, whatever, cool. The good news is, if I am now able to teach you that no matter what happens in a week, in a day, in 2 weeks, the goal is to end up with your back-tested winning ratio. That means now you will ask me, Cliff, how do I develop an 85% winning ratio? I give you. Cliff, what type of mindset do I need to be able to go through the 85% winning ratio? I give you. What do? You now keep going no matter what. You now keep going no matter what. Do not keep going no matter what. Does this look like the market for you? Is this how the market moves? If you have seen the chart before, is this how it moves? Is this how it moves? Well, I have good news and bad news. The same way the market moves is the same way your portfolio will move. The same way your market, the market moves is the same way your portfolio will move. But the market does not say because it is moving this way, it is done. So guys, my goal is to show you that during the days of the movement like this as a trader, how do you focus on here and forget about this area? If you're able to do this, you will give yourself 2 months, 3 months, whatever months it is, whatever period, depending on how much you have, and you can always grow a portfolio. Guys, trading is a psychological game. In the next 30 minutes, even I have a call. So I'm going to just stop here as well and say, guys, look, as I came here, if I would have talked about myself, okay, I can do this, I've done this, I've done it, it wouldn't have changed your life. I truly believe that this simple call alone may have done something for you right now. I'm going to take some couple of questions right now, John. If you have questions for me, let me know, because I want to make sure we don't keep people for too long. I know this meeting was special. That is why you guys preserve some time for us. But then I'm going to pause here for a second because there is so much to teach and there is so much to learn. But at least this should give you an idea why people make money and people don't make money. Why? Because what separates them is the mindset. The mindset is not about being positive. No. I'm talking about real soldiers' mind transformation process with actual task upon task and real transformation process. So this is where I'm going to stop for now. John, if you have any questions for me, let me know.